Alrighty guys, Demonic One here with Demonic's Gaming Domain. Let's get this tutorial started. So, when you want to start a new game, you're typically not going to want to do the tutorial, because the tutorial is just going to pick you the standard characters. You could do the tutorial, learn the basics, and then start a new community, which I also recommend. That's kind of what I did when I first started playing. I did the tutorial, and then fucked up with some choices, and I decided to start a new game, then I skipped the tutorial. And so, basically, why you want to skip is you can re-roll your characters as many times as you want for your fifth stat. The fifth stat is the most important. The other skills, stats, whatever you want to call them, come secondary because you'll automatically level those up just by playing. Shooting, you'll level that up by shooting enemies. Fighting, you'll level that up by melee. Wits, you'll level that up by searching containers. Cardio, you'll level that up by sprinting and climbing over objects. Also by stealthing around zombies and stealth killing zombies. You're going to hit this button. It should just be A on the controller. I'm on PC at the moment. So the fifth stats that you're going to want is lichenology, design, and fishing. The reason why you want these fifth stats is for the lichenology, you can get 2 medical items per day just for having the character. And then you also have a gardening skill and herbalism skill. So it completely makes the gardening skill like 100% invalid. The design skill, it'll allow you to, you have a 50+% global action speed. So anything you do, like searching, refilling a car, repairing a car, you know, anything that takes time for you to do, it'll speed it up by 50%. So that's really good. And you also get a few stats that are worth it. So fishing, here we go. Fishing will give you 2 food per day. That's all you get for the fishing, but just getting the food and the medical items per day is ideal because there's only a certain amount of there's a finite amount of resources, materials that you can collect by looting things in the map. Once you loot all those, the only way you'll be able to get more is by, like, say, having a garden and starting an outpost. You'll get certain resources per in-game day by having a certain outpost. It's the lichenology is the lichenology is the rarest and best fifth stat that there is in the game. So it could take you, unless you pray to the RNGesus, it could take you anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. It roughly took me around 40 minutes to get it. I did get it initially in the 15 minutes, but I was pressing it so fast that I accidentally went right past it. If you're a vain person, like if you it's not an insult. If you're if you just want someone who looks cool, this might not be for you. There we go, design. Wow, that's pretty lucky at fishing and design right off the bat. Um, I'm probably not gonna be able to roll the lichenology. For some reason, it's really hard for me to pronounce that word. Lichen, basically, kind of like a moss that grows. Um, yeah, see, I'm not gonna get it anytime soon. So to speed this up, I already have my community with the 3 fifth stats that I need. So I'm gonna start that up just so you guys can see them all. See the skills for yourself. And this is a brand new save. I just started this last night. I really haven't done but a few things. I'm really low on resources. I haven't even built the rest of my base on this community yet. So here we go. Yeah, I got design, knowledge of arts, and craftsmanship. The reason why design is important is for the craftsmanship. You'll be able to you'll be able to build things you normally wouldn't be able to, like, say, to build a farm, for example. you need someone with a gardening skill. Well, with this, you can craft that regardless of your skill. Same thing with the other facility, the other the other facilities and the bases. So you get C2 food per day, and here we go, lichenology. 2 meds per day, knowledge of herbalism, and knowledge of gardening. So it completely makes the gardening fifth skill absolutely 100% invalid, useless with this. And you also have the herbalism, so I mean you're gonna be set if you can get these three. There is traits, and so certain traits have negative repercussions. So pain disorder, which I have, um, it reduces 10% or 10 just minus max health, but also get a morale bonus from an upgraded infirmary. So that's relatively easy to do. Infirmary is just the basic uh medic station. See, I just have -3 morale for the fishing, but that's no big deal. That it really isn't. And for this guy, I have a paranomasia. I have a 33% wits experience rate and annoys irritable community members. So as long as I keep everyone kind of stable, it'll be fine. But if it's depressed, then he will start fights with other people unless I'm actually controlling him. Um, while that's going on at the base. So, yeah, that's it for this part of the tutorial. Alrighty, combat tips. So you'll always want to dodge, but this is the manner in which you'll want to dodge. You're facing them, they're facing you head on. Dodge right through them, grapple button while they're grappled, hit the attack button once, bam. The reason why this is ideal is because this is your close combat weapon, which doesn't have a durability rating. It'll never break, you never have to worry about that. The reason also why you want to do this is because it saves the durability on your main weapon. Also, when you dodge, during the dodge animation, you won't take any damage whatsoever. So you could technically be around a horde, and as long as you could pull off each execute fast enough, see I just completely, it's not just because of it's the actual animation itself. So even if I was to dodge right in front of a zombie, like by them, like that, you could still, it'll still dodge it as long as it's during the animation. Grapples too. This will also give you a little bit more XP for your fighting skill right here. So that's it for this part of the tutorial. Climbing ladder tutorial. So basically, you'll want to find HUD, tutorial messages, and show tutorials and notifications as well. So you can easily fall right off the ladder without climbing it. With this, it'll tell you get close enough, it'll say press so and such to climb ladder. When that pops up, then you're good to climb the ladder. Otherwise, you can fall straight down and you'll incur injuries and even death. So you just popped up, bam. That simple. Alrighty, another driving tutorial. You want to use your car door to kill zombies, like this. The reason why you want to kill zombies that way with the door is because it'll save the durability of your vehicle. Otherwise, if you just run them over, like, say, like this, over time it'll damage your vehicle, and you don't want to do that because this way it'll save you from having to use so many vehicle repair kits. To use a vehicle repair kit, once you have it on your persons, you just go up to here and you hold down the use button, whatever it is. I think it's X for controller, it's E for keyboard. And yeah, to refuel cars, you'll need a gas can, and you can use it here. Also, if you have a rucksack, an oil, a fuel rucksack on you, I'll show you an example. You're out in the field and you desperately need oil, but you only have a fuel rucksack. While you have it equipped, highlight it. It'll say, see where it says X break open? You hold that button down and it'll break it open. Now see, this counts as for fuel. So only do this in emergencies. If you're out somewhere like all the way over here, say for example, and you're out of fuel in your car or your truck, whatever vehicle, and you do have the fuel rucksack, you can break it down. What you'll get is you'll get one jerry can, one fuel can for the vehicle, and you get two Molotovs. However, when you're relatively close to your base, you're just gonna want to load the gas can. You're just gonna want to use this since it only costs one fuel resource. You also turn scrap materials for parts, and you can sort ammo. So it'll cost one ammo, and it'll basically it'll uh, it'll give you some ammo, some random ammo, and different calibers. That's it for this part of the tutorial. Alright, so one thing you'll want to be careful about is sprinting into doors. So if you sprint into a door, it's going to do that, and it will attract zombies in the immediate area. You'll typically want to close. You'll want to use the interact key to gently open it.